Hi guys, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing good. First of all, thanks a lot. So last weekend we reached 100 subscribers. This week I was actually very busy, so I didn't have time to record and post some videos. But from next week it's gonna get better actually, because this week was my last week of school. So from next month I'm gonna start working. I'm actually not really working, but like I'm doing an internship. But it's gonna be better than like studying every day and like doing videos and working aside. So it's just gonna get better overall. But I just wanted to thank you again, and I wanted to do something, I mean, like not special, but like maybe do a live stream, as I already said in my previous video. So feel free to just comment and tell me what you think about it, or like what do you have in mind. And yeah, we can do that if it's possible. Okay, so today the market is actually very red. We have had a bit of a dip, like a correction. You guys know that corrections are always good for the market. It allows you to maybe buy some coins you were interested in, actually. I think it's really good. And seeing things going up and up and up, personally for me, it's a little bit stressful. I don't like it. So it's seeing some red from time to time is actually really good. I mean, of course, it doesn't make me happy, but I think it's good because then I can grab on some coins that I wanted to buy, or just buy some coins I already have. So that's actually really good. That's how you should think about it. Don't see the negative, only see the positive. Okay. Anyway, so first of all, almost forgot, but before we start, as you already know, I'm no financial advisor. This video is for educational purposes only, so please do your own research before investing. So that being said, let's go. So for today, I actually wanted to tell you about, investing early in some coins, like take part in IDOs, how do you call them? Okay, IDOs, IEOs, what else? Like Launchpad, Launchpool, whatever, those kind of things. It's actually pretty hard right now at the moment, but you can find some things. So if you want to take part in IDOs, or it's really difficult because most of them it depends. If you have a lot of money, then that's fine. But for example, for BSC pad, okay, it's actually pretty hard because you need to have like 5k, I think. Or maybe like the price of BSC like went down a little, but last time I checked, you actually needed like 5k to take part in it. So you need 1,000 of them, so 1,000 by 4, so like, okay, 4k, it's a little bit lower, but still, like if you have 4k you can take part. And this is just like the smallest. It's not like the best allocation, or like the best tier actually. So yeah, those kind of things are actually really expensive. There are a lot of these things actually booming right now. So you can see like, okay, the cheapest is Poker Starter, but like it's actually not the cheapest because you need a lot of them to take part in the IDO. Where is it? I think it's here. Like, okay, you need like the lowest tier is 500 cards, right? 500 cards. You make them do the maths, and you're gonna see. So that's almost impossible. Actually, most of them are impossible. But there are some loopholes. Actually, you can take part in some IEOs. Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about for today. So like, for example, you have this exchange, Gate.io, and they have something called like, oh my god, okay. They have something called like startup, which means that you can take part in some IEOs and invest early on. Like, for example, in the videos of last week, I told you about, for example, Raise Network. What else? Maybe not this one. Happy was actually pretty popular. I did tell you about Aluna as well. Oxygen, like this. Okay, so I'm gonna click on it, and you're just gonna see. So okay, let's say we have Aluna, we have Oxygens that we talked about. What else? Raise Network, right? Okay. So for example, Aluna, the price was 10 cents, and like circulating supply was only 1 million, and the price of it now is let me check. Okay, it went down a lot, obviously, right? But so for example, if you go here for Luna, sorry, you can see that ATH was like almost $2, right? So even if you put like $100 here, the profit that you make is a lot actually. So that's actually really good. So that's for Luna, but then there are others. For example, Oxygen. Oxygen, the price was like 10 cents as well. 2 million circulating supply. And if you go here, I think for Oxy, the ATH was for $3 or $4 or something like that. I think, yeah, $4.16. That's actually really huge. It's still at $2.69. So, you know, you still make a lot of money. And why am I telling you about this? Because it's actually easier to get into those, you know, IEOs. So of course, your allocation depends on the tier that you have. But even if you have like the smallest tier, the gain that you're gonna make, you know, after that is still better. So you have two things. First, you can trade some volumes of like BTC, or you can just hold the GT. So let's say, for example, if you want to become, if your VIP is over, you cannot participate. Let's just be clear for this one. So it starts here, the lowest tier. I'm just going to talk about this one. And then the others work pretty much the same way, actually the same way. So VIP 1, you need to trade like 3 BTC in a 30-day. And you need to be holding 40 GT. So it's Gate token. So if you have those, like, then you're eligible to take part in the startup IEO. So this is the first one. And the second one is that you can only hold like GT, the GT token, like the Gate token, and you need to hold 100 Gate token to be able to participate in the IEO, but you need to hold them for 14 days. And once you hold them for 14 days, then you can take part in the IEOs. You know, as I said, and you know, there's like always allocation. You will be allocated something. If you take part in the IEO, you will still have an allocation, even if it's a small portion, because you're investing like not so much money, and you're gonna make big gains, even if you don't invest that much. So I think this is actually really, really good, and that's what most people do. I got in last week only, so I haven't had the like 14 days. So I think maybe next week or in 2 weeks, that's gonna be good, and I'm gonna be able to start, you know, participate. So that's the first one. The first one is Get.io, and the second one is wait a sec. The second one is Probit. So Probit is actually really interesting. I think Get.io do it as well. I need to check. Sorry about that. But they have like IEOs as well, and they have like exclusive. So the IEOs are like, I think I made a video where I told you about Seaberry. You know, it's what do you call it? It's project rewarding content creators, actually a little bit like Brave browser or Yo-Yo actually. So yeah, I told you about it. So right now they're doing their IEOs with Probit. You have this, then you can take part in some IEOs, and it's also the same as Get.io. When it comes, not for IEOs, you can take part in the IEOs. You don't need to hold the Probit token, but for the exclusive, actually you need to hold them. And this one is actually very, very interesting, because what they do is that they sell some coins for 50% the price. So this is actually really good, and you can get some good projects. They only started just recently, but some projects are actually really good. So for example, having like, you know, buying Matic at 50% discount, Traveleye, you know, Harmony, Utrust, maybe Electronium if you're interested, Bluezel, it's also a very good project. Aleph, what else? I mean, you can even get like ADX, Swing by Uniline, like even Bitcoin, like a 50% like discount is actually really good. Ambrazes is a little bit like Wabi. It's the same as Wabi, VeChain, what else, like Walton Chain. You can have those coins at 50% discount. Polkadot, you know, Bitcoin again, and Zero Swap. But then to take part in those exclusive, you need to hold some Probit coins or tokens. Actually, you can see here. So it's the same as, you know, Get.io, as I said earlier. So for example, to get like VIP 1 tier, you need to hold 500 Probit. But what's good is like the Prop token is actually pretty cheap, so to have 100 of those, it's not so expensive. Let's want to have like tier 1, right? It's only $225. So I think it's actually really good. So yeah, that's all. That's gonna be all for today's video. Please subscribe, comment, like, and all that stuff, and please tell me what you want to do. Like if you want to do a live stream, we can just hang out and talk, and ask me what you think. You can tell me about what you're doing in the space and all that stuff. I think it could be nice. So yeah, thanks again, have a good weekend, and see you. Bye.